So I'm bored now. I was going 30 seconds, just do 30-second, just do a 30-second music thing for the next, I don't know, hour and a bit. Who knows? Hello, everybody, and welcome. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I don't do a great deal of lives these days. If you can all hear me, just put a thumbs up or a F off in the chat. That'll do me very nicely. Let me just make sure that I've got everything set up, because as normal, it was a sort of a last minute thing that I was going to do. So yeah, hope you're all really, really well. And yeah, bank holiday. I'm off tomorrow. I've got a day off work, so I thought, you know what, I'll come and see if anybody's in, and if there's nobody in, that's absolutely fine as well. It doesn't matter, does it? I can sit and chunter to myself. I've got Wanda that I can sit and talk to as well. Hopefully you guys can get involved in some of the comments, and you can be involved as well. But the best thing about today is I found it was a Facebook post. So 6 years ago today, I think our channel will be going May, June, July, August, 4 months. It originally called Wonder Be a Wonder for people that are keeping track. I've got beer. Have a sip. Yeah, and we were invited onto a channel to do a live stream. Very nervous we were at the time as well, because not having done anything like a live stream was quite incredible. And we were very much invited on by a lovely man, Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews, who's become one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. I don't mind sitting here saying that. The Dean, I'm actually drinking a beer the Dean bought me. I'm going to get the bottle and I'll show you what it is. So Dean and his lovely wife Gemma turned up for my 50th, and Dean had sent me some beers from Trembling Madness. I think some of them might be up here. I can't remember which ones they are because I've got memory like a sieve. So yeah, he bought me this one. I went through a whole stage of drinking a lot of Weiss beer, Hefeweizens and all sorts, and sort of gone back over to IPA. But I do like a really nice Hefeweizen, and he bought me this one. Quite a light one, so about 3.1%, so it's quite light, but it's really nice. I sat enjoying this in the sunshine, so yeah, really decent. Let's see who we've got. See who's around. Charlie Thompson, hello mate. Hello, how are you? Hope you're keeping real. Hope you had a lovely weekend and that you're having a splendid bank holiday Monday. Very light. I mean, it's a nice beer. Do like a nice Hefeweizen. I've got a couple of beers, so we're good to go. If anybody's drinking anything, put it in the chat. Let us know what you're drinking, and let's have a bit of a chat and get some interaction going. Interaction's always pleasant, always good. Mark Ranger, how are you, mate? Hope you're keeping well. Hi, pal. Hope you and Wanda are well. Happy bank holiday. We are, you know what, mate? Very well. We went to a sausage festival. No, we didn't. We went to a sausage party yesterday. One of our favouriteest tap rooms, the From Beer to Eternity over in Havant. It's a bus ride, so we get on the bus at the end of the road. It's about a 20-minute ride over to Havant, and there's a fairly new tap room over there, Beer to Eternity. Lovely Andy and his family run that, and we ended up over there, and I had this beer. All aboard the Sausage Express from Pretty Decent. Oh, if I'm not in control of adverts, if adverts kick in, I do apologise. But yeah, all aboard the Sausage Express from Pretty Decent in London, and it was really good. In fact, it was pretty decent, really decent beer. But we had a nice time. So they were doing barbecue and bits and pieces. So that was really nice. And we've been out today. I've been off and done something with Andy's Man Club for a couple of hours because there's no meeting this evening. And we went to the Meat and Barrel in Pompey. I had one there, but I got robbed rotten because their pricing is absolutely extortionate. So I wasn't very happy. Stephen Butler, how are you? All right, Scott man. Happy Monday. No bank holiday here in Ireland. I don't get it. I don't get why have we got different bank holidays in like Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland? Surely we're all broadly the same aisle. So why are we sort of divvying this up differently? I really don't understand. It is a very strange situation. Just sort something out. I think what have I done here? Well, I don't do this very often. I get a bit confused with the app that we use. You know, StreamYard. I'm not a huge lover of StreamYard. I think for me, you've got to pay for everything now, and I don't really want to be paying for basic sort of basic stuff. It's it's a bit odd. So yeah, anybody what's anybody doing? Anybody got a beer? Have you got a beer? What are you drinking? Be interested. I've got Wanda bought me a West Coast from Attic Brewing, so I'm gonna have that in a little while. But this one's quite nice. I've got in the fridge. There's brand new range of Pepper X stuff in Iceland. I've got Pepper X pizza slice. It cost me £2.50, and I'm going to set a challenge, depending on how many people come in and what how far I get on with this, because I might not say, depending on how I feel, but I might end up doing the pizza live. So if anybody's interested in the pizza live, then let us know, because that could be quite fun. I don't know why I keep doing it to myself with the spicy stuff, because it's it always kills me, if I'm honest. Stephen Butler says, having a cuppa after the dinner, get pissing rain. What have you had for dinner? Our heat wave is over. To be fair, I was saying this to Wanda, it's probably the most prolonged summer that we've had in the UK for donkey's years, really. It's been lovely. Absolutely lovely, really. Jamie, how are you doing, mate? I'm very well. How are you? How are you keeping? It's been lovely. How many bank holiday weekends is that? Obviously, it's gone quite badly for Stephen and his family, but it's pissing down over there. But it's been absolutely lovely here, and been a really nice weekend. I'm off again tomorrow, so I haven't got work tomorrow. So I thought to come and do an hour here. You're doing a barbecue. What's on the barbecue? What are we going? Are we going high end, or are we going sort of as the cheap? And there's nothing wrong with that, because we've all got a budget. There's no. It's a, I ain't made of money. Sausage, egg, and homemade chips. I'm getting hungry now. So one day I've had one bought me a steak bake from Greg's, because I went on a 2-hour walk with the Andy's Man Club guys at 10:30 this morning to help them out, to make sure everyone's okay, and came home, and I think we've got, what have we got for dinner? I do know this. What have we got for dinner? Wanda, what's for dinner? She doesn't know. She doesn't know. So it might be that pizza. Who knows? Who knows? It's so hot here. It's hot here, mate. To be fair, it's lovely. We shouldn't moan. Shouldn't moan about the weather here in the UK, because I say this is the longest. New delivery driver, Scott. No, I'm not a delivery driver. No, I've got a van. But yeah, I work for I don't. It's not a secret who I work for, but I like to keep them very separate, which is why you don't see any branding in the van or anything like that. Because somebody reported me a couple of years ago and tried to get me the sack. You know, because people can be arseholes. So yeah, but I'm not a delivery driver, but I work for a fairly big company, and have done for the past 25 years. I am a loyal employee, and yeah, you would have thought they would have actually recognised that, but they didn't. Well, they did in an auto-generated email. chicken, sausage, lamb chops, and something else. That sounds not. To be fair, I do like a barbecue. It's always smells nice as well. Don't do a huge amount of barbecue. I don't know why. Want to bought a new barbecue. I thought it was in here for a little while, but it might be upstairs. So, but yeah, do love barbecue food in the summer. Is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? You can't go wrong, really. James says I'm a roofer. Thank God I'm not working today. You'd be baking up there, wouldn't you? Jesus Christ! But I suppose it's a difficult one. It must be. What's ideal? Well, I work outside. I work outside as well. So this heat is awful for me and probably you as well, Jamie. So yeah, it's hard to get the actual the optimum temperature and yeah. Adrian Morley, how are you? Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Now then, you big sausage dosser. One boyo. Hope you're keeping well. You and the family are keeping well, mate. It's pay good money, though. I can't say nothing. There it is. What is it? I mean, I've been in my job for long enough now. I'm half. I really think I've been in my job half my life, and yeah, I don't think I'm probably going to change now unless they sack me. They've tried. Well, ex-wife tried to get me the sack. Fucking absolute joke that was. But yeah, anybody got beer? Anybody drinking anything? It's not compulsory. Just come and have a chat. Have a chat. I like a chat. Chat to myself sometimes. Get better conversation sometimes. I'm changing the cam all over. So you're going to notice, for people that have been around a little while, I'm trying to break up some of the exclusivity of some of the camels. So all of this one along here, they're all Elusive Brewing. That's staggeringly good, but they're all Elusive Brewing along here as well. You've got staggeringly good all the way along here as well. And what I'm trying to do is trying to break up the monopoly of some breweries to make it slightly more varied on the stuff that we've got up here. And hopefully, it doesn't really matter to you. Grenade. What you got? I've got, what's that? Grendy beer. What's that? I'm you know what, so far out. I'm so far out of the loop. I don't watch anybody. Beer reviewers now. The only person I watch Dean. I watch some of JB. Northern. Who's your favourite beer reviewers? Interesting question. I watch JB for Northern Summer Beer Reviews. I watch some of Simon. Don't watch everything. I watch some Craft Beer Basic, who makes me laugh. King of Craft Beer, the final boss. And probably about it these days. I'm very much out of the beer sphere. So I watch some Simo Subs. I do apologise. And yeah, I'm off doing my own thing really these days. It's just happier that way, if I'm honest to you. David, I have bought a 20-foot flagpole along with a Union flag and St George's Cross to try and piss the villagers off. I'm sure you're not going to just need that, Dave, because I'm sure you probably piss the villagers off just by living there. Just by living there, to be honest. Spanish bit. Spanish art, nothing wrong with a Spanish art. As long as it's made in Spain and it's like fucking Madrid or what's the other one? Cruz Campo and shit like that, because that ain't Spanish and it drives you bloody mad. Obviously, Dave's a huge fan of Madrid, so I've got to be very careful. I don't want to upset my friend, do I? Christopher Boys, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. We had a lovely time in Prague, so we went away for Prague and had 5 days in Prague, and it was lovely. Really, really nice time. Didn't drink much Czech beer. I was on a West Coast IPA hunt for most of it, and there will be. I've got loads of videos. I've got so much. I was talking to Dave about this the other day on WhatsApp. I've got so much content I've just counted. I've got 24 videos backed up. Usually, I'm scrambling around for a video here and there, but I've got so much content, and it's a nice position to be in. I don't take YouTube seriously. Me and Dave had this conversation quite a lot because a lot of people take YouTube seriously. They want to be the next whoever you want to be in whatever sphere they're in. Whereas now I just do things that interest me, and if people watch that, so that's really really nice. If people comment, I like the comments, but the days of me chasing to be this is never going to be my full-time job, etc etc. I just do it because I like doing it. I like talking to you. Come on, have a chat with you guys as well. But yeah, it's never going to buy a new home. I'm never going to have millions of subscribers. I'm never going to be the breweries. I'm too honest. I'm not, and I think I've found this out over the last couple of days. I had a conversation with Wanda about something, and it's if I don't like something, I can't say that I like it just to generate the positivity for a reason. I can't do that. I'd rather be honest and say I don't like it, but these are the reasons why, than just, oh, everything's fantastic, this is great, this is great, this is great, and I can't do it. So I'm probably never going to get anywhere. I accept that, and it makes me laugh on certain things. So yeah, and that's not to get any channels. It's a observation on this whole influencer thing, because yeah, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. I don't know where that came from. Don't know why I go into all that. Jamie says, "Hi Dave, hope you're doing well, mate." Dave says, "I watched the Beer Hooligan. He's a really nice. I don't know what happened to Mark. Um, and how fun. Why? Do you know? Mark was all right, and Dean would back this up. Mark was all right, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with him, and it was sad really, because his live streams became just a cesspool of angry, nasty, horrible content, and some of the things that he was doing was horrible, and then he got himself into a little bit of trouble, and I don't know. I know he's still got an Instagram account. I don't think he does anything a great deal beer wise, but he's still showing off that he's got all this money. And when people are struggling in the world, when you've got some flash arsehole rubbing people's noses in it, I think it's obscene. And yeah, I think the platform's better off without him. And I know he caused problems with Dave and Simon and me and Simon, and that's not taking anything away from Simon's part in it or mine, etc. But yeah, he was just a fucking horrible man. He turned into a horrible man. Whether he was always a horrible man, I don't know. But I got on quite well with Mark to begin with, and he just sort of disappeared up his own arsehole and became an arsehole. Are you allowed to talk about WhatsApp messages? I don't know. I don't know. There's enough time passed now where we can talk openly, and I'd quite like Simon to start his live streams on a Friday again, because I used to like the witching hour when I get up the front. I didn't like the Saturday mornings because they could be quite stressful. But I've had this conversation with Simon that he obviously gets pissed, and people prod at him, and he thought it was me, and Dave prodded at him. It wasn't, never was. And it was quite funny, to be fair, but in a very stressful, funny way. And Mark fed into that. Lee Merton, how are you? Lee's got a channel, so go and give Lee Merton some love. Food reviewer, generally, but he does some stuff with his family as well. So I'll give Lee some love. Lee's a top man. I don't think I'm going to do anything with anybody anymore. I might do. I don't know. I keep saying this, but I think I'm done with reaching out, and I got burnt so many times. I'd like to help, but I mean, what help I'm going to bring to anybody? I don't actually know anymore. So in all of I'm going to share this. I sent Simon. So there's some new Iceland Reaper. No, it's not Reaper. They're Pepper X. Pepper X. I was just sending it to Simon saying they're in Iceland. He's put, oh no, will force myself to do this. Not keen anymore. What about you? I've picked up the pizza. There's a pizza. I'll show it to you. Oh, this is the range. So you've got Pepper X, choc chip, ice cream. There's a pizza, and there's some curries. There's a korma, a Pepper X korma. I don't know how that works, but I've got this one. I've got that in the fridge. So, yeah. But if I'm going to do that, I'm going to need some inspiration to do that. So I might come up with something innovative during the live. If enough people join in the live stream, then I might do something innovative. That'd be the first on the channel. Innovative to try and draw out my bravery. As Dave says. Yeah, I hope you have a good bank holiday, Lee, as well. A nice guy, and his son's called Archie. I had a son called Archie, right? Our WhatsApp messages would be a brilliant podcast. What, the ones between me and you? I don't think there's anything. Oh, no. Maybe sometimes. Or just the ones in general with other people. I don't. That could be a problem. Gary Robbins. Went to Staggering Good and Brewers Tap yesterday with friends. Loved the heavy. I'll start again. Went to Staggering Good and Brewers Tap yesterday with friends. Loved the heavy artillery. We almost stopped at Havant on way down. Gary and Libby. You should have come over to Havant because we were over at the From Beer to Eternity from 1 o'clock yesterday till 6, Gary, because they had the sausage party on. First annual sausage party, which was really, really good. And we had a lovely time. Brewers Tap is fantastic. Really like the Brewers Tap. Don't go to Staggering Good as much these days. I think their beer quality is not what it used to be. Don't really cater for Wanda. So saying that, I'm going to be honest. I had their new one, the Cryo beer, yesterday From Beer to Eternity, and it was really good. So I'm sat here having a bit of a go at them, but that is a decent beer. But generally, I've not had the greatest beer from Staggering Good, although this one, their West Coast, which is on tap, which is their house, one of their house beer, or Corby's, is really good. And Heavy Artillery. And Dave Eastwood, the owner of the owner of South Sea Brewing, is a lovely chap, and very underrated brewer. Fantastic beers in the city. We've got Mackay as well, which are fabulous. They got a new one coming out on Friday, which is Crush Universe, 8%, another dipper. So that'd be fantastic. But whereabouts you coming down from, Gary? Are you in the area locally? Because if you are, I'm happy to meet up for a beer, mate. We are small, considering we're a fairly small island, Portsmouth. I think it's like 16 miles all the way around, and we've got, if you count the brew house and kitchen, I know really shouldn't, but brew house and kitchen, you've got Staggeringly Good, Mackay, South Sea Brewing Company and Urban Island. So we've got 5 breweries in the city. One of them I won't go to because they annoyed the hell out of me. Oh, Petersfield, okay. But you've got the Escapist up there, haven't you? Which I've walked past, and they've got one in Chichester as well, the Escapist. But I've never been in there, so I don't know what they're like. I don't know if you've been in there, mate. But yeah, if you ever come down, send us a message and we'll come and meet you. Quite happy to do that. I'm gonna grab another beer. The one that Wanda bought me. Get a glass out of the store. Glass out of the store. So this is from Abyss Brewing. I don't know where they are. Abyss Brewing is out of it's down by Beacon, that down in East Sussex, Lewis. And this is with Holy Goat Brewing, West Coast IPA, coming in at about 6.3%. Who rules the West Coast? Good Lord, that's who. Goat Lord. So this is called Goat Lord. A 356, can't see what it is, litre, triple hopped assault of Citrus, Centennial, and Simcoe. Looks absolutely fabulous. We travel on the train. Worth a try, the Escapist. Yeah, don't really get to Petersfield very much. But yeah, we might give that a go. I don't say I went past the one in Chichester the other day as well. I use my track glass. I love my track glass. I know it looks like a wine glass. That's because I am cultured. I've got a lot of culture. Look at that. It's not dirty, but I just picked it off the shelf. My favourite style of beer, West Coast IPA. Absolutely fabulous. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, it's just, I just absolutely love it. So let's go for aroma. Beer sniffing matters. Oh, nice. There's a huge pine note coming out of that. Nice and citrusy grapefruit. And a punch of orange. Bang. Punching orange. Holy Goat. I'm sure they're American, aren't they? Holy Goat Brewing. Let's have a look. Google. On the goggle. Holy Goat. Oh, they're at Dundee. That's that fucked, isn't it? Shows you. Yeah. So that American brewery out of Dundee. Holy Goat Brew. Yeah, smells nice. What did I say? 6.8%. 6.3%. Cheers, everyone. I'm waiting for the bitterness. Waiting for the bitterness to kick in. Oh, it didn't come. The bitterness didn't come. Which is a bit sad. There's quite a dankness going on in that aroma actually, which is quite nice. But there's a huge pine drag, and the pine drag is actually really nice on the beer. But yeah, the bitterness is really. I want a bitter beer. I'm a very bitter man, and yeah, it's just not there. Hi Lizzie, how are you? looking forward to your Barred Drifter review. Now, can. Where is it? What the bloody hell is that can? I have done that. I'm just trying to find where the bloody other can is. Wow. What have I done with that? I'm changing things around and I've confused myself. I have done that, Lizzie. It is coming. I'll put it out to the members tomorrow because I've been trying to get through the. Oh, it's it. Got it. Yeah. Hid it. Hid it away. So it's open. It's done. I'll put it up. I'll do everything up. It's there. It's one of the 24 videos that I've done that are still waiting to come out. So yeah, I'll put that out to members tomorrow morning, Lizzie, because that's pretty. I need to change. I'm changing stuff around. I'm on the fly now. Where's this going to go? Look, I've got my track level here. I'm going to get rid of some of the elusive stuff because I'm overrun with elusive. I'm overrun with staggeringly good stuff. I need to change things around. So, and there's nothing against staggeringly good. I just got too many cans. So, this is all going to tits up in it. Yeah. But I like Unbarred. Unbarred are really, really good. I've still got up here, actually, which was I think it was one of my favourite beers. I've got two of their beers, actually. So, these two, which was Stoutzilla, which is Stoutzilla Barrel Age Imperial Stout from a couple of years back, which was phenomenal. And then a couple of years, I think it was a few years ago now, this is one of my favourite beers of the year, which is Bueno Shake. I don't think I've got a can for Bueno Shake, which is one of Wanda's favourite beers. But this is the Imperial version, which is incredible. Got a lot of time from Bard in Brighton. I know Barry Hodges, who friend of the channel, is a huge fan of Unbarred down in Brighton, and we've been down there once. I think it was only once. We went down there once. Just yeah, a fantastic brewery. Wanda absolutely. I don't think I've got a Bueno can. Wanda had four, so it's on tap. If you went into the brewer's tap on Friday, you went there yesterday. But I don't know if you like your stouts, Lizzie, or Gary, but they got a Bueno Shake stout on, but it's not in the fridge. You have to. So I know I'm on Untapped. I don't know if you guys are on Untapped. I can't keep up with Untapped with friends requests and stuff like that. I just accept everybody because it's just the easiest way of doing it. But you have to. So I go in and say, "Oh, can I have a Bueno stout?" And they're like, they look at the fridge. I'm no, it's out the back because they get stuff in knowing Wanda's going to drink it, which is quite. So for my birthday, they got a load of elusive beers because they know I like elusive West Coast IPAs and stuff like that. But they also know if they put a sweet stout in, that Wanda's going to be there fairly sharpish. So we're not overrun with money, but I can find money for a beer if I need to, which is quite funny, really. Sometimes struggling, but I can find money for a beer. But I got robbed earlier. So we went to the Meat and Barrel, which is another place in Pompey. And what I don't like, they do really good beers in the Meat and Barrel. What I don't like is they don't put prices up anywhere, so you don't know what you're paying. So I bought Wonder a can. I think it's in there. Yeah, I think it's in there. Of Dark Revolution's Velveteen Stout, which Wanda really likes. And I knew that was going to come to about £6, and I picked this one up from Track, and I absolutely love Track. And it's a West Coast Pale at 5.2% ABV, and I thought that'll be about £6. I'll pay £6 for that. £8.65. I'm like, you're taking the piss. So on my Untapped review, not that it matters, because no one gives a fuck anyway. And who am I to judge anything? But I put this is my review here on Untapped. £8 a can. Don't know how the meat and barrel make a profit. At least Dick Turpin wore a mask. But it was a decent beer. So I'm not having to go to Track, because obviously Track, they're not responsible for the sell-on price when it goes to another party. But come on now. £8.65 for a 5% beer. You're taking the piss, man. I was like, she couldn't get it. She couldn't understand why I was getting annoyed. I'm like, but your beer's got a bigger ABV than mine, and it's £2.5 less. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. That's nice, that, but it's missing that huge Westy bitterness for me, and and I know Wanda paid over the so Wanda bought that. She came out, so go and get yourself another Dark Revolution beer, and don't worry about me. But she came out and she's bought me that, and I know that's going to be about £8-9 a can, and it's not worth it. It's not rubbish, but Brett, how are you, buddy? How are you keeping well? Beardy Beer Reviews, another guy. Go and give Brett some love. Hope you're keeping well, mate. We've tried Stoutzilla when we were up there last time. It was really nice. Still trying to get into stouts. Love a Westie. West Coast, absolute favourite beer style. But I have got back into my double IPAs, Lily, which has surprised me a little bit. But I don't know if you've tried these ones. Oregon Trail from Elusive. If you can get hold of Wagon, I don't know if that was a thing at Christmas, Wagon Pitch, which was with Duration, which was fabulous. Fabulous. And also, I'm going to caveat, because this was my favourite beer for ages and ages, Oregon Trail from Elusive. But the last couple of cans I had a couple of weeks ago, missing that bitterness, really missing it, and I don't know if Andy's changed the hops and that, but I was really disappointed in them. I'm gutted. I love a Westie. We need to get to Mackie. Mackie is fabulous. They've got a new beer coming out on Friday, so I know the guys at Mackie, and without fail, the best brewery in Portsmouth. So where is it? Mackie. And this one, so they've got a new double IPA coming out. And I knew about this a couple of weeks ago. Posts, where is it? And it's, I don't know if you, it's Crush Universe. If you're coming down on the train, I don't know if you've been to Mackie, but it's quite a walk or a taxi from the train station over on the Eastern Road, but really great brewery. I put them, I've got a whole video, I've got notes over here. I've got a notebook, things that people don't see. My notebook. This is my notebook of things that I'm going to, all my notes in it for ideas and bits and pieces. And I've got the top 10 most featured breweries on this channel. That'd be exciting. And I'm doing a top 10 of my favourite breweries. There'll be no surprise who are going to be in that. There might be, because I've not come up with it completely yet. But Mackie are doing some Track. Great brewery. Make do some fabulous stuff. Verdant do some good stuff. Daya do good stuff. Beak do good stuff. Rivington do good stuff. Asvex do good stuff. It depends on what you're looking for. These guys, Elusive, do really good Westies, but I have found some of their stuff it can be a little bit samey. Phantom out of Reading do good stuff. Two Flints, I did a Two Flints beer. It's not out yet. That's really good. Plasma Ghost from Asvex. Dark Revolution over in Salisbury. There's some fantastic brewery. People say that the English can't brew beer. Utter rubbish. I really want to crack my what's this? Elm 11 pulp sour with passion fruit mango. Do it. Just do it. All right, things are a bit rocky, but good. Hope you're keeping well, mate. Charlie Thompson, how are you, buddy? Hope you're keeping well. The Black Oregon Trail was a bloody good dipper. I completely agree. This black IPA, black West Coast IPA from Elusive was even better. Focus your fucking thing. Get my fat head out of the way. Because it's got, I don't know if you've tried that, Lizzie, but because it's got the roasted malt as well. Fantastic. I should have mentioned that one. Elm, I've never heard. Ooh, I'm gonna have to Google it now. Let me Google Elm Elven. Right, there we go. Where are they and what do they do? They're Swedish. Elm 11 started life as an exclusively sour beer focused brewery. They branched out in 2024 to the world of hoppy beers. And stouts, but don't expect anything too straightforward from these Swedish wizards. Their sours are simply stunning. Crammed, I can't get on with sours. I keep trying. I do try with a sour, but it's just it's a start. Every now and then we'll go out and I'll have a few sours. I think they're all right, and then I wake up with tremendous either heartburn or acid reflux, and it's bloody awful. So I try. I do try, but they're just not for me. Mark Jones, how are you, buddy? Hope you're keeping well. And Vicky, hope you're enjoying the time off, bud. I've been on the sick for 12 weeks. A detached retina. Sight is coming back, but slowly. Mate, I hope you're keeping well. And yeah, that's pretty shitty, man. How did you get a detached retina? She ain't been hitting you again. That's a joke, obviously. But yeah, how did you get a detached? Then I remember the first time I came across a detached retina was when Frank Bruno had one back in about 1983, and I was like, "What the hell's that about?" So yeah, I hope you're keeping well. I know you're a lorry driver, aren't you? So obviously you can't be driving if you've got a detached retina. But yeah, hope you're keeping well, Mark. Gary says we try track when we find them out in the wild. Great beer so far. Libby, big fan of Proper Job and Big Job. So, what your favourite style, Gary? Obviously, with your good lady. So, is she? I'm quite lucky. So, with Wanda likes a sweet stout, and I like fucking anything. So, we don't really intrude on each other's beers, which is quite nice, if I'm honest. So,
what you want now?
Oh, this one. Oh, you bought me. No.
Oh.
You okay? No. Yes, I want to like a nice sweet stout. I like a fit. Get off there, Hugo. Yeah, so one likes sweet stout. I like predominantly bitter beers, but I like a dipper and basically anything, anything really. Apart from, I'm not a huge sour fan, and so we don't intrude on each other's beers, but we do try each other's beers, which is nice. But Wanda didn't like beer at all when I first met her. If you go back and look at our earliest videos, Wanda hated beer, and now absolutely loves a sweet stout. Won't touch Imperials because they just make her go giglally. And yeah, it's been quite nice. And it's actually nice to go out and enjoy a beer with your wife. I think that's quite nice. Obviously, you two do that. I think that's really nice. So Gary likes dippers. Who's your favourite brewery then, Gary? And Lizzie, what's your favourite West Coast? That's good stuff. Yeah, I've got so all the beers. I was going to do this one. I had this one the other day actually. I just had it. It's one of the ones that did I do a review on it? Might have actually. That's coming as well from Rivington. Triple dry hopped Westie. So yeah, I think that's in the bag as well. I can't remember. I've got so many bloody videos that stupid really. Let me getting old now. Don't know, mate. It's a mystery. It happened 2 days into my holiday in North Wales, into A&E, and then told to go home. Had to have emergency operation, mate. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's pretty shitty, man. Anything that stops you actually earning a living, that fucking sucks. Absolutely sucks, doesn't it? I've got Colonel beer. Wanda got me a Colonel beer. I had a beer. I did have a beer from Track. I didn't bring it home, and it had a new-ish. The hop's been around for a little while. It's called Dolcetta. Dreaming of Dolcetta. Didn't bring it home, and it was bloody awful. It was awful, and it pained me to give it on Untapped about a 1.5. It's fucking horrible. I'm not a huge fan of Sabro, and it came across as massively Sabro-esque and a little bit minty, and yeah, it was not nice at all. Gary likes good double IPA, good sour. Still discovering beers. Have you come across the sour IPAs that Mackie do? Because they've got one called Civilization Equation, which is that's interesting. That's an interesting experience. Nice beer. I don't think I would want too many of them. I know Barry Hodges absolutely loves it. My mate Barry the bastard. But they do some fairly interesting sour IPAs. I know the Wrecker stuff over at Staggeringly Good is well received. I've had some good ones. I've had some bloody awful ones. But yeah, sours. I do try with sours, but I'm more a IPA nerd, in all honesty. Don't see many stouts on the channel. Maybe I should do some more already. Riverton's I've had some great beer from Riverton. I've had some okay beer as well, and I've had a couple of that I don't think have been fantastic. But I think we can say that about every brewery. Not every beer that every brewery does is always going to hit the mark. And yeah, I've had some fantastic. Trouble is with Riverton, because these are all 440. I've measured these things out, so they're 440, and I've got a load of stuff over here which you can't see. I'll take a picture actually of the other can wall. So we've got another can wall over there. So you got there's a lot of Mackie stuff. There's Stone Brewing, there's some Baron beer, there's some stuff from Daya. But these ones don't, they're all weird sizes and shapes, so they don't. So the Mackie stuff is 500ml. The Arbor ones are obviously 568. So they're hard to fit in anywhere. But yeah, Rivington. You up at the Manchester area. You got Rivington, sort of, and the surrounding. Obviously, you got Rivington. You got Track. You got Sure Shot. You've got Cloudwater, and I think Cloudwater have really gone downhill in about the last 2 years. But you got them. You got Seven Brothers. I'm sure they're in that area, and an absolute hive of craft beer up the way. And I want to go back up there because we had a lovely time. Went to Track Brewing, their tap room, which I absolutely loved before the Oasis gig, and went to Cloudwater, which was a little bit underwhelmed by the Cloudwater tap room. Sure Shot was nice as well. So yeah, been. But there are places I would like to go to as well. I would have liked to have gone to Northern Monk a few years ago, but they seem to have just ruined their own reputation. Vocation is exactly the same. Where else would I want to go to? Is there anything that stands out really in the Polly's? I wouldn't mind going to Polly's. Rivington, I'd like to go to. I've been to Elusive. Verdant, I'd like to go to. Down in Falmouth, that'd be interesting. Pentridge have doing some really good beers. Oh, been very impressed with the stuff I've had for Burnt Mill. They're good. Yeah, that's about it really. Where's the one tap room that you haven't been to that you'd like to go to? That's an interesting question. How long have I been going for? 54 minutes. We'll have to see how long I'm going to go for because I haven't eaten yet. I haven't eaten. And this one, Centaur Wrecker. I'm trying to display different cans. I did our first live stream ever 6 years ago today with our friend Dean's Beer Reviews. Lovely, lovely man is Dean. If you like a beer review and you like it sort of short, sharp, and quite concise, but with more knowledge dropped than most of us will ever do, especially in about 3 or 4 minutes. So go and give Dean some love. Dean's a tremendously nice man. He bought me some beer for my birthday, turned up, and we actually went to Make and had their new Nelson dipper before my, I don't know if you can see that, at my 50th birthday party, of some awful pictures that my wife decided to pick for me, which was lovely of her. It really is. That's a nice beer, but it's missing that real crisp bitterness that I want from Westie, which is something that I know me and Dean have both bemoaned for some time. But I do like the branding, which is pretty cool, to be fair. Obviously, the American Scottish brewery. I was trying to get hold of the can of the Asvex, is it the blue raspberry gloop thing, but I just haven't been able to get hold of it. It's on tap down at the Merchant House, but I don't want to buy like 2/3 of it. I want to have it in a can. I like having a can, have it slop out everywhere, which is always quite interesting. I think that's quite nice. What was that noise? Oh, yeah. So yeah, is everyone? I take everyone's back to work tomorrow. Are you back to work tomorrow? I've got tomorrow off. I'm supposed to be working Saturday, but I think I'm going to try and get it off because Pompey are at home. Absolutely love football. Right. Any more comments? Have we got any more comments? Oh, sorry, I've missed some. I do apologise. I'm going on here. It didn't say I had any left. Right, here we go. Good podcast. Wanda would love the Elm 11, no stars, only sons. She wouldn't. Not 12%. She wouldn't. She would fucking keel over and die. Brett. Gary said, really liking Make, unbarred, Vault City, not tried, sour. Mate, they're not for me, in all honesty, because I'm not a huge sour fan. But they do make some really good. Their sour stuff is and their what are they? The Space Shake range of, I don't know. They're pale ale based, but got all these mad shit in it. And they've got a strawberry one coming. There's a mango one coming. So, but yeah, for me, at the minute, and this is no disrespect to any brewery in Portsmouth, but my go-to brewery for beer is Make. I think they're fabulous. But Dave Eastwood from South Sea Brewing does some fantastic beer. But I think he's just brewing. He brought this one out. I've got a sticker. I know I can peel it off and get it back on, but it's not in can at the moment. But the barely seaworthy with Bearwood, who the guy that's at Bearwood was the brewer at Disruption is Brewing in Camberley, who I had a lot of time for. But obviously, I think they've changed now, which is a bit sad. But yeah, Dave Eastwood makes some fabulous beers as well. Mark Jones says, have you ever had a beer from a brewery called 2x2 Brewing? Had a great double IPA by them whilst in 2x2. Doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, doesn't ring a bell. Left-handed Giant. Yeah. We went to their tap room in Bristol, and we went down there a couple of years ago now. And looking out, they got a big. I don't know if you've been there, Gary, but there's a big. It's got a big square that looks out onto the water, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tap. Probably the most stunning tap room I think I've been to. Left-handed Giant, and they make. I don't know if I've ever done a left-handed Giant beer on here, but I have had a fair few of their beers, and if I see them in the Brewer's Tap, which is predominantly where me and want to go, they're always on top of the list, near the top of the list to try, because I think they are fabulous. We both love Mackie the blueberry. I've got the can over there. I can't. The blue. So you had the blueberry, the vanilla, the banana. So there's a strawberry one coming. There's a mango one coming. So they're going to be just phenomenal. And on tap, they are incredible beers. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Mackie. Left-handed Giant are solid. The best place for craft beer in Bristol, but Lost and Grounded are amazing too for their lagers. Keller Pills is really good, Brett. I completely agree. But I like Arbor. Arbor are good as well. And brain's gone numb. Yeah, the other one. There's another one. You still doing your running, Scott? I'm still running. I'd like to run more. I'm going to be completely honest. I'd like to run more. And I do 5 kilometers, probably at the minute it's once a week. I'd like it to be twice a week. If I could run twice, it's just fitting it all in and having time to do it. It can be quite hard. But I had 3 weeks off and I was making excuses. I don't think I've put a great deal of weight back on, but I am still running. I went for a run last week, which was lovely. I'm probably going to run tomorrow. But yeah, I've enjoyed my running, but finding the motivation, it can be hard, and obviously I had 3 weeks off. Oh, lovey. Oh, you got your beer? Right, I'll be turning this off in a minute anyway. Yes, I am still running, but it can be hard work. It's hard work motivating myself. Evil Twin and Omnipollo, the mad beer scientists. I'd go to Polly's, not had a bad beer from them, and Lakes Brewing. Yeah, I've had some half decent stuff from Lakes as well, to be fair. Make would be worth the walk. I feel like we need to plan a trip to Manchester. Go. Track is fantastic. Track's a fantastic brewery. It's like my favourite brewery currently in the UK. It's just tremendous. There's a head. We had the barely seaworthy. It's really. It was only about was it 4%? 5. Sorry, I do apologise. It's 5.6%. So that was released as a Dave's. We went to Dave's 40th birthday party at the Brewers Tap. Not Saturday, just gone Saturday before, and it was released as a birthday beer for Dave. It's obviously got super delic in it, and yeah, I think it's really good. It doesn't make. I can see these. So if we ignore them, these are all Southsea Brewing beers. So you got Alpaca. I've done a review. I don't think I ever released it. Alpaca, X-Ray Specs, Ghost of Coke. I think that's there as well. Lights Out. Black IPA is fabulous. Bad IPA is great. Yeah, he does absolutely fabulous beers. Yeah, I'm going to go, mate, because Wanda's got a beer. She's sat in the garden, so I'm going to go and sit with her as well and enjoy the rest of the bank holiday. So thank you ever so much for everybody that's joined in the conversation. It's always nice to come and talk to you guys. I don't do a huge amount of lives these days. I just don't find the time. But yeah, thank you ever so much for the people that have joined in. If you're hello, Hugo, come say hello. Hello. Here he comes. Here's the star of the show. Now. Oh, he's off. That's probably got my bloody angles all wrong now. Oh, I don't. That doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you very much for everybody that's joined in. Have a really, really wonderful week. And yeah, stay safe. Look after each other. And me and Wanda, we'll see you soon.